Hi parents, it's Ms. Duncan. I just want to do a quick video to review the expectations for the science project. I've been getting a lot of questions, so hopefully this addresses them all. If it doesn't, I'm always available if you message me, and hopefully I can clear anything up there. So all the students were sent home with a yellow rubric. I also put a picture of this into the class dojo, so if you need to reference it, just scroll up there and you should see it. It should be clearly there. If it's blurry, please let me know and I can resend it. The back shows how it will be graded. The front shows just like components it should have. In class this week, students had morning time, which is whenever they get here until about 9:20 to work on their project. For some students, this was a 40-minute period of time. They had that time to work on it if that's what they chose to do. The other choice was to work on their paper that they're writing for our writing class. They also had about an hour each day at the end of the day to work on it during science. And additionally, we had indoor recess due to the cold, rainy weather. And that was one of the options for their indoor recess. They could work on their science project if they chose to. To introduce it to them, I made my own PowerPoint that I'm going to show you. My PowerPoint was on Alaska because I don't want the students just taking what I had. So I showed them what it should look like by doing Alaska. Your student is choosing one of the regions, one of the habitats of Georgia, and the different options are listed on the rubric, and they should know which one they chose because we all got past that stage. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you my PowerPoint so you can have an idea what it should look like if your student chooses to do a PowerPoint. I also want to mention that in my Google Classroom, which all students are part of, I actually put a link to this, and I actually gave them each an editable copy so that your student this week, if they chose to do the slideshow, they were able to go in and erase Alaska and write their habitat. They were able to erase the Great Frontier and write what they wanted to do there. Click on my picture, erase it to upload their own. So they really were able to use this as like a framework for their project. So my title page tells where it is, not where it is, but the title of it. It tells my name and it shows a picture. The location. I show on a map where it's located. I also describe using words where it's located. I list animals and I also show pictures of animals. I list plants. I also show pictures of plants. I tell 3 interesting facts. I tell about the Alaska glaciers. I tell about the coastline. I tell about the highest mountain in North America. And then human impact, I talked about how the pollution in the air is causing the air to heat, which is, global warming. I show a picture that's a time lapse, and it's showing ice melting because of the heated up atmosphere. So for your students' human impact, it's likely going to be something related to pollution. Think about buildings being teared down. Animal homes, animals live in trees. Trees get teared down so that they can build neighborhoods, buildings, skyscrapers, things like that. You can also think about how traffic and car fumes impact the air quality, anything like that for this slide. So mine was really simple. It was just kind of like laying the frameworks for the students. I would love if your student went above and beyond. They could tell me something about the animal, but I at least need the animal names listed in there. The information for this project, almost everything except for human impact, is on their flipbook. So they should have brought their flipbook home. If not, they should at least have their notes. And I'm also going to show you what their notes look like. This is where I made a copy for every student to make their own. Under science, I have a note page right here. So when I click on it, this was editable for your students to individually write their own notes here. I just want to go ahead and have them do these notes because all of this is required for the project as shown on the rubric. The following questions should be answered in your project. So I took those, I put them into a document, and I wanted students to take the information from the flipbooks that we made and put them onto here so it was more condensed. I have my instructions up here, And then I have sentence starters. So the habitat I chose for this project is, this habitat is located in, please don't put Georgia because all the habitats are in Georgia. So I want it to be more clear. Is it in North Georgia, South Georgia? Is it on the coast of Georgia? Where is the coast of Georgia? Using those directions. Listing plants, listing animals, soil type, geographical formation, interesting facts, and how people impacted it. That's all the document has. Today, I printed off every single student's document, and I send it home with them so that if they're finishing their project at home this weekend or early next week, you have all the main information that they're needing right there for you. So it shouldn't take too much Googling or searching because they have all their information organized on here. They had this to do before they started anything else. So if they did not finish this, they probably were not spending their time wisely. But I believe every student should have this finished. This is what we worked on Monday and Tuesday mostly. And then Wednesday, about every student was moved on to their slideshow. The information sheets that every student had and chose from to choose the subject of their project look like these. This example is the swamp and marsh. This flip book has all the information that they need for the project other than the soil and the human impact. So here, general information, this is the perfect place to get those interesting facts from. The next page, it lists at least 3 plants, and it lists at least 3 animals. So it gives you your plants and your animals there. The bottom part is just comprehension questions. Those are not important for this project. The ones I also have here with me are coastal plains and the Atlantic Ocean, and as you can tell, they follow the exact same format. The other 2 habitats that are not included here, I ran out of copies. They were the mountain habitat and the Piedmont habitat.